안녕하세요. Hello everyone. I'm Alison Jo from South Korea. I'll be your tour guide today as we journey through South Korea with Wendy Wu Tours. I will first share some quick facts about the Scenic South Korea tour. Then we'll take a closer look at what you will be enjoying on tour. I then provide some information about what travel looks like in South Korea now. Wendy Wu's Scenic South Korea tour is a 14-day program including departure and return. Guests will spend 12 days visiting popular destinations including Seoul, Kongju, Busan, Suncheon, Yeosu, and Mount Sara. The Scenic South Korea tour runs during March, April, and October. March and April on Korea is spring season. With the arrival of spring comes the cherry blossoms, Fresnesias and Azaleas. The sweet scent of cherry blossoms permeates the air in both of the heart of the city and the quietest of the rural villages. October in Korea is autumn season. Temperatures start to drop, bringing a gentle breeze and then providing the perfect atmosphere to travel. It's the best time to see beautiful autumn foliage. Local four-star hotels are utilized, comprising of standard double or twin rooms located in the city center or close to the major attractions. Here are some examples. You will absolutely love the local cuisine. The hotel provided breakfast is typically American or buffet style, so there's plenty to choose from. Lunch and dinner will be served at local restaurants with delicious and authentic Korean cuisine. While on tour, you will have the opportunity to experience the various modes of transportation. Airport transfers are via a private minivan service. While sightseeing day to day, you will travel comfortably on a spacious coach. From Gangneung to Seoul, you will experience a high-speed train called KTX. If you are visiting for the first time, the Scenic South Korea tour is perfect itinerary to take in rich experiences that extend beyond the simple sightseeing. You will visit multiple world-renowned UNESCO heritage sites in the militarized zone between North and South Korea. Experience the local culture with hands-on activities such as traditional Korean cooking class and natural handkerchief dyeing classes. Another tour highlight is Korea's famous non-verbal performance, Nanta. Let's start our virtual journey of the Scenic South Korea tour. On arrival at Incheon Airport, our driver will meet you and take you to your hotel, roughly an hour drive. Our hotel is in the center of Seoul in Insadong, famous for traditional restaurant, cafes, antique shops, and private gallery. Check-in is quick, with only your passport required. You will have time to settle in before meeting your local guide and other tour members in the hotel lobby for dinner and to go over the following day's itinerary. Let me show you how you can meet us at the airport and then transfer to the hotel. You can find your exit at the passport control and the baggage claim area. And from the baggage claim area, upper your head, there's a big board for the exit. You're supposed to come out. This is the way to the parking lot with the driver, and it's just on the ground from the arrival floor. So individual arrivals, we're gonna have this minivan. This is on my way to the hotel in Seoul from the airport. It's about 60 kilometers away from here, so it takes about 1 hour. Get ready for a full day of exploring Seoul. Our first stop is Canbocon Palace, a royal establishment dating back to 1394. Before entering the palace, you can watch the royal guard changing ceremony at the front gate. Let's look around the Kangbo Palace. I'm standing in front of Gwanghamun Gate. This is the main entrance of Kangbo Palace.
And then behind me, you can see the beautiful military uniform, the guards standing in front of the gate. I think this is the best spot to enjoy the main building and the nature, which is just behind of this palace. But altogether, does it look like just a one big picture or one kind of like a postcard? Okay, let's go upstairs to take a look inside of main building. And this is indoor of main building. From the far distance, it looks like a second story building, but actually it's just a one tall the building. And there's a little pond, and there's another the villa, the compounds over there. It's like the palace in the palace. 19th century, the buildings and this pond has been built up for exclusive use for the last second king of dynasty. And then recently, this pond and then the bridge behind has been restored to very original form. Please enjoy the picturesque view of this pond.
Next, we visit a prominent Korean cooking academy near the palace. The instructor will teach you how to make a popular Korean dish, bibimbap, through easy and enjoyable steps. The best part, you can try your own bibimbap for lunch. Let me show you how the cooking class will run.
We're just about to step into this cook class, and when you step in, to the right, there's a little thing to wash your hands before cooking. So you can, each table you can see this the visible the shields are the setup between the tables.
안녕하세요. Welcome to our place. We are Food and Culture Korea. My name is Ellie. My Korean name is Lee-won. And today what we are learning is how to make bibimbap. Have you ever made bibimbap before? Cooked yourself?
I think I never tried myself.
Okay. Onion as in white color. The mountain sprout, this is blanched already. So this one. And radish is another white one. So we're gonna have like 3 whites in a bowl. And the green color is zucchini. So either this zucchini or you can add spinach. And the red color is carrot. And the black color is this shiitake mushroom. The other black color is beef. And another color, which one? The last one is yellow.
We just finished up our cuisine, and then we just display on the table like this.
In the afternoon, enjoy a peaceful stroll at the UNESCO World Heritage Site, Jongmyo Royal Shrine. Let me take you on a quick tour here.
Now we are here at Jongmyo, the royal shrine. We went to the palace in this morning, and then we moved out to another the relic of Joseon Dynasty, but the totally different atmosphere, different feeling. I'm sure you will have the same feeling that I have. Are standing in front of main building, Jeongjeon, in this Jongmyo, the royal shrine. As you can see, the left wing of the building is under renovation, but I would say it's like maintenance work is going on. This one, it's very interesting, very unique design. Very long from the west to the east. This is the second main building there, and then the gates in the middle is closed because that's for spirit. The building is also very interesting. The roof, actually, when you take a look, that first the 4 chamber right in the middle, that's the beginning. That was the very first building, and then it's just expanded to the both sides. Unfortunately, we wouldn't have a chance to see inside. I just to show you that the snapshots of the day they performed the ceremony.
You will also have the opportunity to see the iconic Seoul Tower and enjoy the panoramic view over the city. Built in 1969, the tower is South Korea's first general radio wave tower, providing TV and radio broadcasting in Seoul. Standing at 236 meters tall, it's Seoul's second highest point. Today, we leave the city for the day as we travel to southern region of Damyang. The city is home to Sosaewon Garden, a 16th century private establishment considered to be one of the nation's most beautiful gardens. You will have the chance to see the natural features of the area, such as beautiful streams, which represent harmony between man and nature according to our ancestors. We will also have a brief stop to Jungno-gwan, home to a massive bamboo forest spanning over 310,000 square meters. 8 crisscrossing trails lead to the bamboo hammocks, a children's playground, chairs, and lounges to stare up into a vast bamboo ceiling of the forest. The tour continues to explore the traditions of Korea's southernmost regions, Boseong and Suncheon. Boseong is an exceptional area to grow tea. With endless terraced tea plantations, you can sample a natural and flavor-packed cup of tea and perhaps some delicious green tea ice cream. We will continue to Suncheon for a stop at the 6th century Seonamsa Temple, which features a beautiful stone bridge at heart of the site. Afterwards, we visit the unique Dagan Upsong Fortress Village, where you can experience the indigenous lifestyle of southern Korea and take part in a distinct handkerchief dyeing experience. After air and the land comes the sea. It's time for us to head to the coastal cities of Yeosu and Busan. Our first marine city to visit is Yeosu, where the blue open waters will be beneath our feet throughout a 1.5-kilometer cable car ride to Dolsan Island. We then visit Odongdo Island, home to spectacular landscapes and the array of white flowers that flourish here. Afterwards, we will move to Busan, the Korea's largest port city. Today, we will further explore the globally renowned city of Busan. Our day will start with the remarkable views from the top of the Busan Tower. The tower stands at 120 meters tall, and it's a great place to take in the views of the port. Then it's time for a little spot for shopping, including both Gukje Market as well as the country's largest fish trading venue, Jagalchi Fish Market. This afternoon, we head over to the Oryukdo Skywalk, a glass bridge set on a seaside cliff in Dongbaeksam Island, and the iconic Haeundae Beach. Our visit to Busan comes to an end before we travel to Kangju, a city known for its hosting significant Korean culture and historical relics. Kongju is often referred to as the museum without walls. This is the testament to Kangju's unparalleled history, having served as the ancient Korean capital of Silla Kingdom for over 1,000 years. Kangju is home to a staggering number of tombs, temples, statues, and ruins, some of which we will see today. We will visit Kongju National Museum, home to prominent Silla and Buddhist artifacts, including its signature golden crown, followed by Tumulai Park, home to a collection of royal tombs, and Anapji Pond. After lunch, you will visit two UNESCO World Heritage Sites, Bulguksa Temple, the pinnacle of Silla architecture built in 6th century, the Seokguram Grotto, an artificial granite stone temple built in the 8th century. We then travel to Sokcho, a city located in the far northeast of Gangwon-do, via the East Coast Highway. The East Coast Highway is well known for scenic drive routes. On the way to Sokcho, the tour will stop at Naksansa Temple to see the coastal temple built on the seaside cliff, along with a 60-meter tall stone Buddha statue overlooking the East Sea. This entire day is exclusively reserved for Mountain Seorak National Park, and we will need it. Mountain Seorak is the third highest mountain in the country, with the main peak standing at 1,708 meters above sea level. It's also classified as a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve. Around mid-October to November, the vivid colors of the autumn leaves are stunning. In the afternoon, we will take a relatively easy hike along the valley, followed by a 1.1 kilometer cable car ride to the mountain top of Gwangeumsang Fortress. The site of fortress ruins believed to date back to the 13th century. We will then visit another historical structure built in the 17th century, Shinheungsa Temple, also home to an astonishing 70-meter tall bronze Buddha statue. In the morning, we head to Gangneung, one of the venues for the 2018 Winter Olympics. At Gangneung Station, we will board the high-speed train, the KTX, bound for Seoul. It'll take about 2 hours to reach Seoul. Let me show you what the KTX is like.
This is a KTX, and you can take a look. Let's move this way. You see the number here? This is the carriage number 10, and then seat number 1A to 15D. Before entering the train, this is where you can put on your luggage up here, which is very safe. And then we're gonna enter. And then every seat you can take a look. The seat number 1A, B, 2, C, D, up to 15 A, B, C, D. This is where we're going to enjoy the ride from Gangneung to Seoul.
Following a delicious lunch, the afternoon is free for you to explore Cheonggyecheon Stream or Bukchon Hanok Village nearby. This evening, enjoy the award-winning non-verbal comedy show Nanta. The 90-minute show features Korean traditional 사물놀이 rhythm and music. The DMZ is the buffer zone between North and South Korea, established in the aftermath of the Korean War. It's an hour's drive from downtown Seoul. While the DMZ is undoubtedly one of the most heavily armed borders worldwide, it also provides visitors with a first-hand experience to see the Bridge of Freedom, the Third Infiltration Tunnel, and Torasan Observatory. After lunch, we return to Seoul and visit a traditional market in Seoul, Gwangjang Market. This is a great little spot to take home a souvenir of your travels. Let me take you on a quick tour of Gwangjang Market.
We are here at Gwangjang Market, which is very famous for fabric in traditional way. But nowadays, street food is the famous thing in this market. And not only the food, there's a lot of the souvenir shop in here too, just like the Insadong Street. Oldest market in this city, there's a lot of entry, and then we just take one of them. And then the foreign tourists, I think this will be the main street of the Kwangjang market. Let's come on inside. Do you see a lot of round pancake? Every store has a little pancake, which is mung bean pancake. There's a lot of street food on your left-hand side. You can take a look. Almost 80 teeny tiny stores are located in this street. These are bibimbap ingredients. You remember we made a bibimbap for lunch, very first day. And the little souvenir shops on the right hand side. And she was on the street food, the Netflix TV shows a couple of years ago, and then now it became very famous restaurant in this market.
This evening is our farewell dinner where we can enjoy a local cuisine and reminisce about our amazing 2 weeks. On the departure day, following checkout, you will be transferred to the airport. We aim to ensure you arrive 2 to 2.5 hours prior to your flight for an easy check-in. As you can see, South Korea has so much to offer and we cannot wait to see you here. In response to the pandemic, some measures have been introduced in the last few years. Here is a little insight into what we've been doing locally at the airport, in hotels, restaurants, and public facilities.
Out of the airport, from the airport, just across the streets, we're headed to the COVID-19 testing center. I'm standing in front of a testing center for anyone who's going to leave this country. And then on my left-hand side, you can put your luggage up here. And my right-hand side, there is a door you can go through. And then in front of the gate, this is a procedure, how to carry out the test. Itself, it takes about 6 hours to come out the result. Now we just arrived at the hotel in Seoul. Right before check-in procedure, you can also check out the body temperature machine here, and then sanitizer is ready. Before getting on the train, we have machine for body temperature check. It's not mandate, but it's optional. So people you want to check, you can go. And also there's a hand sanitizer. I just entered the museum, and before the entry, you can use the hand sanitizer.
We don't do scan the QR code of vaccine pass to enter. And for the social distancing, the restaurant and the cafe, they put on the plastic partition between the couch. We hope you enjoyed the virtual journey of Scenic South Korea tour, and we're very much looking forward to welcoming you to South Korea soon. 감사합니다.